letting a child watch something that was just a little bit too scary can have a lot of after effects. Hi, this is Mindy Roberts from the mommyblog.net. Halloween's just around the corner, and all the scary movies will be coming out, and all the repeats of scary movies, and the sequels to scary movies, and the scary movie sequels, and the 17th, 18th, or 19th issue of Jason or Halloween or something like that. So the issue is going to be coming up about what movies are okay for your kids to see. And if you have multiple children like I do, and their ages range from 7 to 11, so I've got one who's about pretty much ready to see PG-13, and I've got another one who's still strictly G. Now remember, ladies, as we all learned from Get Shorty, all you need to jump from PG-13 to R is to drop the F-bomb twice. You're allowed one F-bomb.
Henry's really into the idea of scary movies, and I'm not talking about the grown-up scary movies, by the way. I don't let my son watch Halloween whatever. I'm talking about It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. These movies are scary to him, which is as it should be. Like, I like that he's still sort of innocent. He gets very frightened by things that are spooky at all, but he loves them. Like, he really, really wants to watch them, and then we watch them, and then he can't sleep or be by himself.
I will not let them watch scary movies as long as they're in my house. There will be no scary movies on TV in this house. In fact, I remember Archer was a newborn baby because we were in our old house, so he was like 5 months old. And Hal told me that he was watching a scary movie, like a horror movie or something on TV, and I wasn't there. He was watching Archer, and that Archer flipped out as a newborn baby glanced at the TV and knew it wasn't right.
The rating system, the G rating and the PG rating and that sort of thing, I don't hold a whole lot of stock in that. A recent example was that movie Up, the animation Up. That movie was actually rated PG, which I didn't know until actually we walked in, and we went with a friend who has a daughter around the same age as Alex, and her daughter really sort of freaked out at some of the more dramatic and I guess scary sections of that movie, whereas my daughter was just eating popcorn and up into it. So she's actually okay with that.
We have a certain criteria here, and we try to decide what children are allowed to watch based on what made it get the rating it got. And there's a terrific website called kidsinmind.com, Kids in Mind. And if you go to that website and look up the movie, it will tell you exactly, there's a nudity rating, there's a cursing violence rating, there's, all these different ways of looking at it, and they will go through like really great detail.
The websites rather that have sort of feedback on what's in the movie and, what might be of concern to parents doesn't really work so much for us because the things that freak him out are particular to him. For instance, if a character in the movie is frightened, like entering a dark room and they're kind of nervously looking around, that will he gets freaked out.
When you said scary movies, I sort of thought of the Harry Potter movies. Obviously there are some scary parts in it, when Voldemort shows up. She would kind of do this or kind of do that. But she loved them. And every now and then, sometimes like we'll say, you want to watch Harry Potter? And she'll go, nah, it's too scary, I can't watch it. But sometimes she's like, yeah, let's watch it. So she's been pretty good. She hasn't had nightmares as a result of it. And she's a kid that generally doesn't sleep very well, but anyway. But I haven't noticed any sort of adverse reaction to those movies. She sort of likes it. She likes Harry Potter.
We saw Coraline the other night, and it was a little wiggy. Even my 7-year-old was clinging to me, and a couple times I went.
I heard from so many parents, they took their kids to that thinking like, it was a cartoon. Ha! Frightening. Horror. It's like a cartoon horror movie.
So what are your protocols? What do you do?
I'll probably be that mom who shows my kid R-rated movies before they turn 17. Or the mom who takes her kids to R-rated movies. So long as there isn't horror or scary stuff, I'd like much rather my kids watch gratuitous sex than a slasher film.
I do hide under his bed when he goes to bed, and I jump out at regular intervals and I just shriek. Is that wrong?
Join the Momversation at momversation.com.